Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday, y'all. I hope y'all having an amazing day. Please come in, hit that good like, share, subscribe button for me. Make sure your notification bell is turned on. y'all? How y'all doing? Happy Friday, everybody. Is it working? Hello, hello. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Happy Friday to everybody. Y'all come in. Please hit that good like, share, and subscribe button for me. I greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all popping in on this good old Friday afternoon, holiday weekend. Y'all barbecuing and all of that this weekend. But anyway, y'all come in, come in. Thank you so much for joining. And if you're catching this on the replay, thank you so much and welcome. Please make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button for me as well. And thank you again. Hey, Miss Sophia Coates. She says, hello, everyone. Hi, welcome. How are you? Um, Started at the bottom. Hey, Miss Cheryl. She says, hello, Miss GS and everyone in the chat. Hey, beautiful. Welcome. Hey, Miss Faith. How are you? Thank you for popping in, beautiful. Miss Sylvia. Hey, how are you? Hey, Miss Denise. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you? Hey, Aunt Natty. How you doing? Hey, Miss Jacqueline. She says, good afternoon, Miss Donna. She says, hey, y'all. Hey, Miss Donna, girl. Miss Immaculine. She says, good afternoon, GS and Mars in chat. Um, Miss Donna says, good afternoon. Miss Sophia, I think I got you. Miss Yvonne, she says, hey, everyone. Hey, beautiful. Welcome. Hey, Miss Antonio. How are you? Welcome. Missy. She says, hello, G Squad and chat. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, and you. All of y'all, happy Friday to y'all. I hope y'all doing good on this Friday afternoon. Child, it is a Friday. They'll be still out there burning something somewhere. Ooh, be nice though. I'll be nice, y'all. Ooh, Lord have mercy. The trials and tribulations, y'all. Ooh, you have to keep on praying. Keep on praying, people. Keep praying, y'all. But anyway, I hope y'all doing good. To Miss Denise, my mod, hello and welcome to you. Let me see that I see Miss Sassy and Miss Maria up in here. Not yet, anyway. But yeah, I hope y'all having a good day. I missed y'all yesterday. I did, but by the time your girl left her doctor's appointment and fighting the traffic, I was wore out and tired. Y'all know how it is when you get in them traffic jams in the cities and stuff like that. Whew, girl. Whew, I said, you know what? I need to rest my brain just a little tad. And that's what I did. I said, I ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Miss Laura Bell. She says, hey, G Squad and chat. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciate y'all so much. But for the most part, it looks like the YouTube streets has calmed down somewhat, y'all. I haven't really had a whole lot of time, but I haven't really seen a lot. Just the people talking about Papoose and that girl. I'm so sick of hearing these two people name, y'all. I'm tired of hearing about it. You're gonna get a divorce, going over yonder and into the court people house and tell the people you don't want to be together no more. That's it. That's all. See, the people problem always getting on this here good internet and putting all your business out here on the street. Ain't nobody ask y'all what y'all were doing. If she want her, let her have her. If you want her and him, yeah, do what y'all want to do. Who cares? We ain't got time to be worried about what y'all doing. Stay off the internet with your business too. Ooh, I woke up last night and that's all I could hear. She go live. He go live. He ain't got no money. And she don't want no child support. I'm like, really? Why y'all gotta be talking about this like that? I mean, why? What y'all looking for from the people? Child, if y'all like it, we love it. We don't care which way y'all go together, stay together. If you want to separate, go ahead and separate. Do that quick as possible. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, enough of them people, y'all. I don't care for them people. I don't want to hear nothing else about those folks. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm just sick and tired. It don't make no sense that you got a child involved in this and you just putting your business out there for what? Y'all can't sit down like adults and have an adult conversation. Y'all hate each other that bad. If that's the case, go on down there. I heard the people say he done went down there and filed, but then he's still crying on the internet. I mean, what you want to do? What you want us to do? Ask the people. What do you want from the people? Is what I'm asking. That part. Moving forward. Sick of them. I don't want to talk about them no more. Moving forward. Evelyn Lozada. You girl over there on the basketball. Why? Come over here. Come here, shoot. Cause girl, when I tell y'all that Jennifer Williams' mother-in-law, Kristen, whatever that his name may be, mother has called Evelyn Lozada out to the forefront. Y'all, did y'all hear the lady the other day, yesterday? I believe it was. The part that made me fall out on the floor was when I heard the lady say that Evelyn Lozada and her daughter had been sleeping with the same dude, y'all. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, see, I had to go back and replay that right there. That's what his mama said, y'all. She said you got enough to be talking about. Why you always in Jennifer and Christian's business? Your daughter got a baby by game. You slept with him and he ain't got no money. And girl, Evelyn ain't came out not yet, y'all. She ain't came out. I said, that ain't like Evelyn Lozada. She's supposed to come out and say something. Is there really some truth behind all of this stuff that his mama was saying the other night? I'm just asking. Ooh, she was sick of Evelyn, y'all. She was sick of her. Aunt Natty says, I just want them to keep me out of the group chat. What you talking about, Aunt Natty? Aunt Natty, what are you talking about? Oh, y'all give me a second. I got to pray. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Um, you can come up here and put it in the back chat, or you could text me. I really don't know what you're talking about. I didn't come on live yesterday. So those are the options that you have. And before I continue, y'all, thank you, Miss Maria, for popping in. If y'all are over here being spectacious and all of that, looking for some information to take down the street or whatever, you at the wrong place. Please do not put nobody's no CC's name in the chat. Just don't be talking about nobody. If you can't say nothing nice about the people, just stop going across the internet looking for the mess and the drama and all of that kind of stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that stuff, y'all. It's draining. It makes you so freaking tired. God, I don't get it. How are you?
Hey, I just want Pap and Remy to keep me out the group chat.
Why they got you in the group chat?
I'm talking about all this mess on they doing on the internet.
Oh, child.
Remy, you cheated first. The man came out and told on you.
Hold,
Pap
hold
went and
on.
got him somebody.
Give me
Y'all
one
just
second. Netta, give me 1 second. Let me read Miss Maria's house rules right quick before we get started. Miss Maria, thank you so much, my mom, for joining. I greatly appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all members, all of the above. Miss Maria says house rules, no CC's names, initials only. Use nicknames for strike happy. Use creative spellings for curse words. Over here, we agree to disagree respectfully. Respectful discourse only. All is alleged. Hey, Mr. Rena, welcome. How are you this Friday? Go ahead, Aunt Netta. What you got to say about him and the girl? Aunt Netta, you up here? I guess she might got a call, y'all. She'll pop back in whenever. But yeah, y'all, Evelyn, Jennifer Williams' mother-in-law came out and read Evelyn Lozada the whole filth that she claimed that she did. Child, I said, wait a minute, wait a minute. She let Evelyn know that the guy game done ran train on you and your daughter. I said, oh Lord, I like to fell down again. I said, if this lady ain't popped out here on 10 today, when I said the lady was reading Evelyn Lozada, y'all, I think this was on Wednesday. Child, y'all know Evelyn's supposed to been on popped out and said something. She ain't said word. Y'all, Evelyn ain't popped out and said not one word. That's his aunt. Was it a girl? I thought the people said it was his mama, but yeah, I don't know who it was, but it was somebody affiliated with him, and she let her know. She said, "B, don't make me come out and tell it all." I said, "Girl, go ahead and finish telling." I mean, I don't see the point in you stopping now, girl. You on a roll. Put it out there, girl. Put it out there for the people. Child, I was too done on that. Mm, 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 mm. Well. The way it's looking, and after she fell out the bushes, y'all, I don't think Jennifer never gonna ever be friends anymore. And don't forget, she called out Shawnee too. She showed did. Girl, she was calling out everybody. Aunt Nat, is you up here? I can hear you moving. Miss Maria said, at Miss Cheryl, at Miss Faith, Miss Donna Silva, hey everybody, and also y'all, while we up here, y'all, we always put out a prayer for the people as well as for myself. I greatly appreciate y'all always praying for me. Love, love, love. Sending out some prayers for my mom, Miss Denise. Y'all going through some little things here. Praying that all her test results come back on a positive. It's already done. And we thank God for that. Miss Denise, hey girl, hey.
Hey, hey, how y'all doing?
Doing good. I don't know where Aunt Nettie at. Maybe she might have got a call or something. But yeah, girl, I said that Evelyn, Jennifer's aunt, Chris's aunt popped out on Evelyn, girl. She don't pop that on.
What?
Yeah, she read her for fifth on. I think it was when it might have been Thursday night. It was
I
Wednesday,
thought
or Thursday.
I heard something about that. I thought I heard something about that.
Yeah, I said, oh my. I don't think Evelyn was ready for that girl. She said the dude a gang that ran the train on both of her and her daughter. And then her daughter gonna have a baby by. She let the people know he ain't even got no money.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I did hear about that, but she was on TikTok when I seen it.
Yeah, child. And then she said something about somebody, baby got drowned or something in the pool. She just putting out all business. He being sued behind that girl. When I tell you she was spilling all the tea, she was tired, y'all. She was sick and sick of them. She was sick of Evelyn. Now Evelyn, this is why I gotta tell you. If you ain't, you got some stuff in the closet, you don't want nobody, girl, you might need to go sit down somewhere and leave them that folks alone. Cause the lady gonna come back out if you open up your mouth. I'm just saying. She's coming back out.
Yes, she is. You know she is.
I said, "Oh my goodness, child." I don't think the people were ready for that when she called the other night, but yeah, she putting out all the business. Called her a couple of bees a few times, or two or three folks. I said, "My
Ain't
good."
for real? Yeah. I see this.
Aunt Natty said she want them to keep her out of the chat. Aunt Natty, you up here? Child, I don't know what she got going on.
Written for.
Aunt Natty pop back up here. When you get ready, I don't know what happened. But yeah, that's what the lady had said to
So
Miss
she, she's the auntie of them.
Christians, auntie. Yeah, because you know, Christian girl popped out the other day talking about he won't paying child support or whatever she's supposed to be to him. And all that kind of stuff. Girl, Evelyn, I mean not Evelyn, but Jennifer was in the background, cheerleading him, cheering him on, and child, it's just a whole bunch of mess. I tell you, these people, these supposed to be celebrities, they got too much time on their hand, and they be doing the most, y'all. They really do be doing the most.
Too
I
much.
don't understand. Miss Yvonne, I don't know if I called you out and spoke to you, but if I didn't, I'm so sorry. But hello and welcome to you as well. Um, yeah, all of the people.
Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed.
But I asked the people to send up a good old prayer for you, Miss Denise, hoping that all tests come back on a positive. We ain't claiming nothing. You know, even though the devil is busy, y'all, he stay busy all the time, 24/7. But you know,
24/7.
don't let him in. Don't let him in.
Mm-mm. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Yeah, he stay busy.
Miss Maria says healing, health, strength, peace, and prosperity. I guess this mess is in the way. I think that's what she says. But
I'm
yes,
working
all
on my herbs, y'all. I'm working on my herbs and vegetables.
your herbs and your vegetables.
Hey, I might as well.
Mm.
Trying to change up the
Child,
diet.
oh, change up the diet. Okay. Moving on. Did y'all see the Diddy kid Cuddy came out? So I did not know that hey Miss Ophelia, she says hello G Squad and everyone. Hey beautiful and welcome. But I did not know that Capricorn Clock was Lauren London's sister. Child, let me say you learn something new every day. And then y'all they were talking about the people were talking about rest in peace, Nipsey Hustle and London been down over yonder to the Diddy party. I said, Lord, wait a minute. Child, Diddy had everybody at the parties, y'all. Everybody up there at the Diddy's party, y'all. I said, oh my goodness. Child, not only that, the people were saying that it was Lauren London that introduced Cassie to oh, Itty Bitty Diddy. That's his new name over here, y'all. Itty Bitty Diddy, y'all. You know, I don't know what Itty Bitty Diddy is referring to. You know, the lady called him out the other day because, you know, he was trying to take her goods. Yeah, take all of her goods. And when she synced that thing, she said, well, I don't think it's going to hurt because it ain't a lot. Oop, like a Tootsie Roll. I said, Lord, she about to make me get out here and start doing a Tootsie Roll, y'all. I said, she just didn't call his Lord, he called a knock injury in the courtroom on the other day, y'all. Cause that's what that girl said. She said he had a Tootsie Roll. And Nancy Grace has been dragging him for the filth that he is, y'all. Yeah, Nancy Grace been calling him out, calling him Tootsie Roll. Girl, Nancy Grace done went so far to open up a piece of, have a Tootsie Roll on her live to the people, y'all. That's what Nancy Grace did. Y'all, she said itty bitty diddy. And then she took that Tootsie Roll out and then she didn't eat it, y'all. Hey Pink, 422, she says, his auntie and uncle. Yeah, they were reading her for fifth girl. I was enjoying every bit of it. Hey, Miss Beautiful Candy. Hey girl, hey, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for popping in. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, y'all, Nancy Grace been dragging him for fifth. And you know, to the people, he don't like that. He don't like it. That Nancy Grace called the gym out. Talking about him. I don't know what he got. I don't know what that Nancy Grace said, itty bitty, y'all. That's what she said. I said, Lord, but I was really surprised, y'all. Yeah, they said that. Like I said, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. I did love myself some Nipsey Hussle, y'all. When that thing happened to him, situation, it was that was a lot too, y'all. But yeah, y'all, that's what the people saying. Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London. And if y'all want to go over there to the good Google and Google Cassie and Lauren London, you will see them. They said they was best friends, y'all, and you would see all kinds of like sisterly pictures amongst those two, y'all. You beautiful girls. They are so pretty, y'all. Faith says that's why Jennifer and her husband and his family all going to be in jail. No, going to be in jail, Miss Faith. Lord, Miss Faith don't put the people in jail, y'all. Miss Marie says that you have to remember that not all of the let me see what it say. Thing being away, y'all, I have to put something down so I can move it. Remember that not all of the party goers participate in his. Okay, I don't know what they were participating in. Miss Maria. I don't remember saying that they all participate, but they said that they had attended the Diddy parties. I don't know if they was attending to the freak offs and also the freaks and all that kind of stuff. I don't know about all of that, but that's what the people said that they had participated, and it was Lauren London that introduced them, Cassie and P Diddy. But y'all go on over there and Google and see the pretty ladies all, they was so much like sisterly love and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that part right there, y'all. I'm so glad that the girl has made it through this here. Child, I don't even know what to call it. This torment that this boy put on her, y'all. I'm so thankful that she made it through it. I hope he get his whatever's coming to him. He needs to get all of that right there. But yeah, Kid Cudi. Yeah, that's his name. They said his testimony was explosive on Thursday, y'all. But our kid was feeling some type of way because he felt as though that Cassie had played him and did it, y'all. Yeah, yeah, he was a little upset, y'all. But he said he let the people know that Mr. P. Diddy, Itty Bitty, and the peoples of his said he had a Porsche. It was 911 Porsche that people said. Child, they burn the car these y'all. Child, yeah, they did. That's what they did. Child is a whole hot mess, child. But I think that was just day 9. They still got a long way to go. It's a mess, it's a mess. It's a mess. That
Hey,
girl gonna be the
G,
yes, ma'am.
the sad part is they gonna wind up getting Diddy more time for doing something to that damn dog than they hear what he did to Cassie.
Yeah, y'all, that's what he said. He Kid Curtis let the people know, y'all, that he left his dog in shock, y'all. Put the dog in the bathroom and locked the door, y'all. The dog is normally roaming around the house.
He
But that's
probably
what they
gave that
did.
dog some rubs.
Child ain't no telling said the dog was traumatized, y'all. Hey, Miss Dog, beautiful. Welcome. How are you? I'm a real since I've been to a Diddy party, Diddy white party. Oh, girl. Child, let me find out you really were over here, y'all, Miss Maria. Mm.
Girl, he'll
Uh,
probably put that dog in some baby oil. That's why we ain't got no Johnson and Johnson now.
Girl, I said I'm gonna have to go back to get this some Johnson and Johnson and grease up on it, y'all. Cause every
I don't want no Johnson and Johnson nothing in my house. The
what?
feds will never see me buying no baby oil.
Ain't I mad they gonna think you party the party,
And they gonna think I'm part of the party. But people
child.
talking about Cassie gave him that address. Hell, if she was scared when she called him and crying, he'd probably beat her ass to get it.
Yep. Mhm.
You fail
Mhm.
to realize if you've been in an abusive situation like that, and they talking about she went back with him. Well, hell, I tried to give it another man. He done broken his house, traumatized his dog, and threatening to blow his shit up. I'm gonna go back because I don't want this man killed. And then if she lucky she found her husband because she wasn't gonna get to be with nobody else.
Child. Um. Miss Candace says Nipsey's passing was senseless. Yes, it was. But y'all, shout out to his brother Black Sam. Y'all, they said Black Sam is down there doing the D thing. Y'all, he's getting it done, representing his brother. So don't y'all be coming at Nipsey. I ain't about nothing else about Nipsey and y'all. Black Sam come over here bother me, boy. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Like, I would do what you do.
And of course I could hear y'all. My little niece, a social worker, came here looking for her. I ain't seen that girl in a week. But
Whoop.
anyway, back to talking about Evelyn Lozada. I wouldn't be surprised that her and her daughter slept with the same man. Hell, she probably slept with her mammy's man. I told you she was training that girl up to be a hoe like her, didn't
Yes, yes. Wait a minute on that. I got to see Miss Maria hook me up. I'm single, y'all. Hold on now. No, never mind. She said my daddy, y'all. Never mind. Miss Maria says my daddy has a Porsche 911. I wish I could drive a stick, girl. I can drive one. I'm just saying. Not for real. I can drive. I can. I can. Yeah, I know how to catch some clutches, Miss Maria. Go ahead on there with Hosada. If that's what you call me.
that's her name, Evelyn Lozada.
Well, Annette, I wonder why Evelyn Lozada has not come out and addressed this here situation.
I ain't really heard it. I was listening to it replay when you came on with Kristen Ghost. That wasn't his mom and daddy. That was his aunt and uncle talking shit.
Yeah, that's what they said. Miss Family Bill was the auntie.
Baby, auntie ain't playing. Evelyn, I didn't I tell you the other day? Evelyn know who to mess with.
Well, yeah, that's what she said. Yes, that's what she said. But Annette, remember now, whenever Christian had to go back down yonder, over there where he, had to go and clock back in over there. They said Jennifer did speak of his mom and the auntie came out and was with her in showing love and support throughout Christian's, extravaganza that he was going through.
Yeah.
So they probably sink the dollar signs. I'm just saying, and they about to be like, I ain't about to let Evelyn Lozada interfere with what my son finally did.
And I
Mm.
think Auntie about that life the way she talked. You remember she came at Simone the red wine attorney when she was talking about Christian. Baby, she popped off on her. Auntie about that life.
Ooh, child. Well, I don't know on that. I don't think Evelyn ready because you know Hosada be done popped out at somebody. You know she ain't popped out and said nothing. She ain't tried to clear the air to let the people like myself know that she ain't never laid down and went drawless. I mean, you know that didn't come out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know she was yeah, but with game child
She
make
done
it make
slept with
sense.
anybody. She done ran through all the ball league. I
Not
wouldn't be
all of
surprised.
them are natty.
She done been with a baseball player, a basketball player, and a football player. What else is there? We don't count soccer and hockey.
Ooh, Miss Stacy, that is they all about the Jennifer money. Jennifer girl, I mean, I don't know if Evelyn know. Well, I'm sure Evelyn know a lot about Jennifer because they were two tight pantyhose. You know, y'all remember what the saying was on Good Time thing. But yeah, they were so close. So you know, Evelyn do know something. But Jennifer, I do believe that maybe she should have paid attention to Evelyn on this one because you know it ain't looking good for the boy now.
Evelyn ain't got no good picker either. Hell. And
Well, that's
Jennifer knows some
fine.
stuff on Evelyn. That's
I'm
how
sure
Auntie
she
knows.
do.
That's how Auntie know Hosada slept with the gang. Jennifer told her.
Woo, yeah, say it again. She called Hosanna all kinds of the A B or B. She just wanted to use that one alphabet B. That's it. That's all, y'all. Miss Maria says that G. Okay, I'll grab the keys and we can go a joyriding. Girl, I'm ready when you ready. I promise you, I won't skip a gear. I can get them all, girl. One, two, three, four, and five. Them. Mm-hmm.
Hey G, you heard about Nesto got in get 5 more indictments, right?
Child, Nasty Nesto about not to be coming out. I done told y'all the other day that Sonya trying to get away from Nasty Nesto. That's not because
No,
she
she
went and got
ain't.
that RV.
She rented that damn camper to impress that man. They used to a full grown RV. She done went and rented a back. And I'm gonna tell you how I know. I told him it was rented. That half already. First of all, a brand new RV come with a warranty. You don't have to buy nothing, just like a brand new car.
Right.
The generator messed up already.
What?
She's saying that so when she take it back, she can say that's why. I bet you it'll be back by Monday.
Aunt Natty, she's supposed to be going to New York because somebody was suing her or something, and she's supposed to be headed out that way to take care of said business. The last time I seen Sonya, I was on somebody else's live. I forgot her name though. Dang, I don't want to go over there, but I was over there listening to that, and we played a game where Sonya at, and Sonya was at said truck stop, y'all. She had the RV park down there with all the 18 wheelers, y'all. Sonya was in the mix.
She a lot lizard. Hell, she done throw them lonely legs and move that colostomy bag out the way. She had to spend $300 on gas. Her SSI ain't that much.
No, he did part down this between the big trucks, and we was playing the game, and I seen that truck. I said, "There goes Sonya right there. There goes Sonya. Child, Sonya out there with the truckers, y'all. I'm just saying, Nesto on his own on that.
Nesto is tired of that woman.
Well,
Cause
she
that's all
tired
he
of
got to
his ass
talk to.
too.
She done drove everybody else off. That's all he got to talk. He told her this season is when he knew that was coming. He told now you going on and live your best life. When he said this season is almost over, he know they finna take him to the water.
On that, you sound like a robot.
They finna take him to the water to be baptized. Dion, his son, told him, "Did it? You need to stop talking to that hoe. They gonna baptize your ass."
Oh, is that what his son told him?
Yeah, Dion told him. Cause he be telling her he don't want to talk about the case, and she gonna always somehow worm it back in. Don't you think Woo? How you know Woo know to subpoena all of that shit she had been doing?
Aunt
Taking his.
Natty, did you move? Cause your phone sound like a robot.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
How you think Woo know to subpoena all her texts and everything she had been sending to him? He listening to them phone calls from prison too. That girl is digging him deeper and deeper. And the
You
bad
think?
thing, about it. The one with the grape charge was under 18 when he did it.
Mm. Miss Maria says, "Hey, Bush Campers, I'm gonna need 20 of y'all to pop out and tap the screen, subscribe, support, $ G Street and 8, super chat, super sticker, and share. Join for $2.99. So it's saying it's 100 of y'all in here. Thank you, Miss Maria, so much for your super sticker. I greatly appreciate that so much. Cause child, I tell y'all the YouTube and the screen y'all ain't being nice to these to the CCs. 50 Cent is a help, y'all. I'm just not about to play with the people, y'all, because you know the people trying to move out of this sector, and y'all, it's hard getting views. So I need y'all to go over there and grab your little cousin. Anybody can tap the screen to say subscribe, y'all. That's what y'all need to go over there and do for the girl and any of the other CCs, y'all, because it's just a little rough right now. It's just like any business that you might start or go into. You know, you have your slow perks mid season, and then you squeeze up a little bit. But child, in the process of this slow, it is not nice at all. So anything is greatly appreciated, not just for myself, for anybody, y'all. Anybody that you want to support that channel, I'm sure it's going to be greatly appreciated. Enough at moving forward. What you were saying on that?
I was saying she the one got him in all that trouble, and the young lady that that he just got that indictment on the 20th. She was, and he took her across state lines and did it. She was under the age of 18 when he did it.
So what was the other charges that done brought up against Nesto? You seen it? I saw it the other day.
Grape, trafficking,
Woo.
and two more. I forget the other two. But he know he done. You can stick a fork in his ass. He done.
Yeah, but
Some of
my
those
thing is,
charges can bring him up to a life sentence.
but Annette, why do you think they won't go ahead and do his trial? He been sitting in this daggone jail for 3 years, y'all.
He keep changing attorneys.
He keep changing what?
Attorneys. He don't call it attorney. He keep changing
Oh,
attorneys.
oh, he's another Martell
Now,
Holt.
see, Shirley was paying for his
I was just
attorneys
going to
at
say that.
first.
I was just going to say that. He another Martell. They brothers.
Annette,
Shirley
how
was
old are you,
paying for his
Annette?
attorney. Listen,
Annette,
y'all.
wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Annette, I think you move your phone sound like a robot. And if all of us is talking at one time, I know the people can't hear us, but go ahead, Annette, and try it again.
Shirley was paying for his attorney at first. He had the audacity to tell attorney, don't talk to Shirley, talk to Sonia. And
Don't
Sonia
talk to
kept
Shirley,
telling,
talk to Sonya.
yeah,
Okay.
but Shirley the one paying him now. And every time, I call her loose bowels, cause every time she eats, she got the shit. Every time loose bowels tell him the attorney wasn't good. And you know, every time you call an attorney, that's you paying. Every time you email them and they got to read the email, you paying. So
Annette, we trying to hear you, but I think you move because it's getting worse.
I didn't. Can you hear me now?
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little.
Okay, I moved to another area.
Gee, I think it might be yours because I can hear Nettie clear. It be yours. It might be on your end.
Well, let me fall down. I'm gonna come back. Yep. Go ahead, Aunt Nettie. Keep talking.
Every time loose bowels would tell him the attorney wasn't doing his job, he would want to switch attorneys. And Shirley finally stopped paying, so he had to get a public defender.
Oh my goodness. So I don't get this one. If she paying for she paying for the lawyer and the lawyer can't talk to him, I would have canceled the payment. I wouldn't have paid him.
Well, that's what she did. She stopped paying.
I would have let the side lady would have had to go on and pay the rest since she the one getting all the information.
That hoe get SSI.
I thought she was a blogger.
No, she got a YouTube channel, but she don't go on it.
Oh, they made it seem like she was a content creator.
No, she another slow.
Oh, my bad.
But his son told him, Daddy, them calls is all over YouTube. Stop talking to her. All she do is sleep with marry me and she ain't shit, a dirty hoe. That's exactly what he said. He said she gon' You gonna keep on talking to her and they gonna baptize your ass. That meant they gonna drown his ass in prison. And guess what? He got his white robe ready because they finna take him to the water to be baptized.
They fist to get him and they fist to get him good and ain't nothing they gonna do. Ain't nothing. He can't blame nobody but himself because it's his fault. You running off at the mouth to the wrong woman.
And you know what? I can't stand her simply because you always make him, every woman, I don't care. Megan lied on Tory Lane. She never sides with the woman. You didn't even know him then. You fell in love with him because he changed your shitty diaper when you got out the hospital and he used them toys and liquid V on you. That man hadn't even been contacting you. You found him. You looked and looked and you found him in jail. You talking about you know his character. You don't know nothing about that man.
Nothing. She just thinks she know. So now she gonna be stuck with him. I can't stand women like that.
And no, she gonna be making jailhouse visits and calls until that, cause let me tell you something. He ain't coming up out of there. He already sickly. She gonna
After what he did to his wife, child, to a couple of more children, and a couple of more females, he don't need and the dog. He don't
well
need
now
to be.
he didn't actually do nothing to animals. What he had on his laptop was pictures of children and animals doing it together.
Oh Lord, that's horrible. Okay, can y'all hear me?
I'm up here.
Can you hear me on that?
Miss Denise, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't hear Natty.
No, I can't hear her either. I can't even see the comments right at this point. I don't know
I
what's
can't
wrong
even
with.
see your. I can hear you, but I can't see your picture. I see your Nettie's, but I
Yeah,
don't see your picture.
it'll pop on in a few minutes. It's I don't know, y'all. It's just a shame that you have to pay so much for this StreamYard stuff, and you go through all of this craziness. Um, for me and what I have for a whole year, they hit me in the head just the other day, for almost $500. And before y'all take that and run and be like, "Oh, that lady over that line," at any point, if you need to see my receipt, let me know because I can show it to you. And that's for a whole year. They got me this time. They won't get me the next time because I'm not doing it. I'm not paying them that kind of money for no streaming. And no, it's just too much. It's ridiculous. Nope. I don't think it's all worth all of that. But Aunt Natty felt down. You still up here, Miss Denise? I don't even know what she was talking about.
I'm here.
What was she talking about? You know?
We was talking about Nesto. That's what you was talking about. We was talking about Nesto and what his son was telling him not to say nothing. Talk about that lady. Uh, how she talking about she know his character. Like she was saying that that lady don't even know Nesto like that.
Wow. I
I
thought
believe
I heard her saying something about Nesto. I heard her say that Shirley was paying for the attorney, but Nesto told the attorney not to talk to Shirley, but to talk to thank you, Miss Maria, but to talk to
the
Sonya.
side lady to the side lady. Yep.
Sonya ain't got no sense.
You know what? I wouldn't have paid that attorney. I would have told that man, I no longer. You know what, sis? You can't talk to me, and I'm the one paying you. That you won't be getting no more money from me. That's what I
Aunt
was
Natty,
saying.
you up here? Can you hear me?
There you go. I can hear you on that.
Okay. Now I wouldn't have Shirley she stopped paying, but Nasty Nesto is getting just what he deserves.
Mhm.
I feel no waste time. and
Well,
she
you
gonna
know,
get
on that
hers too.
we was just speaking of the RV, and when she was out there, she was telling Nesto that she had just got the RV or whatever. But I did hear her son say, "You ready to go back to the car?" So why are you going back to the car if you just purchased this RV? But like you said, it could be rented because I did see it at this truck stop. So I don't know. I don't know what she trying to do.
Well, my understanding is she rented that thing, but she pulling her car along behind it. But she parking in people's driveways.
Wow. So do it sound like you Sonya on the run or something?
Yeah.
Dang. Child, I don't know. He done got himself in a mess. That's what he get. He talking about he's an old man, told her to go and live her life, live her best life, and all of this and all of that kind of stuff. I was like, well, and then she began to tell him, well, you in good hands. You got a good lawyer now. You in real good hands. That's what Sonya said. I said, die.
Man, and she done got herself in a pickle dealing with him. I'll be like, how she gonna live her best life? You done used up half of it.
Yeah, I didn't know that they had got a acquaintance before he actually went in. I think I heard somebody say that one day that hey Sassy Diva beautiful. I think I heard somebody saying that yeah, he something she got sick and he changed her diaper. I think our Nettie had said that the other day.
She
But
met him. She met him. I believe they met online. She claims she met him. They was both looking at a business at a building to open up a business. She had her grandbaby with her. She called her daughter to come get her grandbaby and left and went with that man that same night. They had sex that night. Then they had sex again and she got sick. You know, she
uh,
had one of her ex-boyfriends had pow-powed her and she have issues behind that. And
mm,
she was in the hospital for months during COVID. But now you in ICU with tubes all down your nose. You ain't texting nobody constantly. And he checked on her every day. And when she got out, he came to see her and changed her shitty diaper. So she
oh,
know his character. Girl, bye. Every call she on there with him, she talking about some business she gonna run. And ain't
mm-hmm,
opened up nothing. You
mm-hmm.
all she done did was worked in the strip club. This
Oh,
was a woman that said when her daddy was on his deathbed, she wouldn't even talk to him something about a house they had in the family and didn't go to his funeral. But you up here capping for a ninja in jail. Girl, get the F out of here.
wow.
Now
I
you talking about a pick me. That's a pick me.
Wow. I couldn't understand why she had flocked to him like she did. And, you know, I
You
don't know.
know he can't get it up because he old. He used toys and liquid D. Liquid Viagra on them. I guess it's something. They call it liquid V. It might be like that baby or Diddy got hell. I don't know. But he used that on her in an RV. You tell
What?
me you've been researching RV for 7 years and you gotta call him and ask him everything. She rented that to impress him.
Wow. Child, she could have found her something else to do other than me trying to impress the Nesto that ain't about to be getting out no time soon.
That
I
thing
mean,
got a 30-gallon water tank and she put 4 gallons in it. You ain't flushing the toilet. You ain't. But she said she brushed her teeth with a wash rag when she take a shower. So
but
you know she
you
nasty.
the people said now that instead of like you just said her putting what the proper water that it's calling for, she puts a bag in there. So when you see Sonya at these drug stops, y'all, hey me feeling beautiful. Sonya is getting rid of her waste, y'all, because she's doing it in I guess a trash bag or whatever.
She said
Oh,
she put a plastic bag up on the, but she got a colostomy bag. She shits in a bag,
oh wow.
but she put a bag up under her in the seat of the camper. So if something spill out, it'll spill on the bed. Well, when you move the bag, the shit gonna still spill, fool.
Well, is she any good to anybody at this point? You think? I don't know. I see y'all might be putting something in the chat, but if it's not I can't even see nobody right now. I don't know what's wrong with this crazy mess, y'all. But go ahead on that.
She done ran. She done talked about Nesto's son. She done talked about Shirley. She done talked about his best friend Drake. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no Lamont stopped calling cause he a co-defendant. And
Wow.
Nesto ain't got nobody else to talk to but her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he talked to her reckless sometimes.
Oh, all the time, if you ask me. Ooh.
Don't have that prisoner sing something about a mama, boys to me and mama song to her. I'm supposed to be your woman, but he's singing a song calling me mama on Mother's Day. And she's about, nobody ever serenaded me before. And in his text, he told her she 90 pounds soaking wet piece of steel.
Ooh. Child.
But
He
that's
be
your man,
driving.
your man, your man. You
Yeah,
wanted him, not Shirley said you can have this piece of shit.
Miss Maria says that healing. Hey, beautiful. Yeah, he be talking junk to her. I don't know how she tolerate that foolishness he got going on in the Pew jailhouse at that. I was
She
like,
talk about her own kids to that man, talking about her daughter wasn't a good mother. Now, she said she was a single mother and raised her son by herself. But on that jail call on May 20th, she told him, these men, they need to be men because women are raising these boys by themselves. They either gay, soft, in a gang, or play ball. Which one is your son, Thomas? So you saying your son soft or gay and your daughter ain't a good mother? Bitch, what do that say about you? To talk
wow.
about your children bad to a man in prison.
Mm, that's sad. I just knew the girl was crazy. You know, she sit up there and look crazy. And now that the way that they talking, like they can look at each other on what is that virtual? Not yeah, is it
On
virtual?
that tablet.
Yeah, it looks so crazy up there. I'm like, what is wrong with these two? Man, it's weird. But yeah, he be calling her out and all that stuff. And what you doing? What you mean what I'm doing? I'm doing the same damn
Can
thing
you hear me?
I'm doing. Yes, ma'am. What you say?
G, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me? Aunt Natty. I can't hear you now. Child, I don't know what's going on with this here Anna. Aunt Natty, you here? It sounds like you're doing moving around or something. I don't know. Anyway, for the people, y'all.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
I was a spam was calling. I had to stop the call. I
Yeah,
was gonna drop down and come back, but you can hear me.
yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, but
She done
y'all,
talk bad about her mama. She done talk bad about her daddy's girlfriend, before he died, her children, her sister. She just and first of all, your man in jail. He don't want to hear about P. Diddy and Tory Lanez and all of that.
mm-hmm,
Give him something encouraging.
she don't know how.
Talking about she bought him an iPhone 14, but it's never been you because you didn't get out. What the hell?
Thank you, Miss Maria. Thank y'all so much for hitting that like button for me. And if y'all are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate y'all so much. And if y'all would like to become a member, you can for $2.99. Support the channel, y'all. It's greatly needed at this point in time in this good lifetime for anybody that you go to, y'all. Help the people out. Yeah, she's got a hot miss. Why not let Martell right quick, y'all? For the people, y'all, they talking about Martell Holt. I told y'all the other day that he has unsubscribed from the Car Lucifer King, y'all. Yeah, that's right. He has unsubscribed over there on the IG, y'all. Cause he mad again. Cause y'all know what he said. He told them to show his real life. Well, I don't know what he gonna show you real life on. Cause you know I've been saying that the show was canceled, so I don't know what he's talking about at this point. But yeah, y'all, they were saying if hypothetically speaking that this stupid dark show come back on the TV, which I doubt very seriously, Martell Holt scenes has been cut. Y'all heard what I said? It's been cut because they can't use Melody's likeness anymore. That's it, y'all. Amen.
I ain't either. What is this? I don't know if that was AI. Now, what is this about? Dust Mite coming out and say he had physical and mental problems going on.
He had physical what on that?
Say something physical was going on wrong with him. His body was breaking down.
Something physical going on with Martell?
That I saw that earlier. I think that was AI because I ain't never saw that channel before.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I've been running hard for like I said, at least the last 3 months. It has coming up with all this fake mess about him being in a car accident and all that crazy stuff. That mess is not true to the people. It is not true. But yeah, saying Carlos is feuding and fussing. Carlos King is grabbing that in and everything, y'all, that he can. I did see him doing what was it? Something other like court Thursday, but he had somebody else up there with him. He's now following the P. Diddy case, y'all. So I guess on Thursday he will be speaking on that. But yeah, he chasing that dollar hard, y'all. God knows he is.
He know all his shows won't be canceled from on. He ain't coming back.
Yep. And that's what I said too on that. I said that's how come he chasing all these shows and trying to get these people, the July Sadora and all of these here folks up there and all of that, because you know he gotta have something, he gotta do something. It's actually even since Funky Feet ain't got nothing going on anyway. That show ain't coming back. Point blank period. I don't know why these people can't accept that, y'all, and just move on and move around so we can come up out of this sector so the people channels can start back to growing, people can start supporting the channels and stuff, because I'm not finna be putting melodies and nobody else's picture up if I'm not talking about the people, or if I haven't heard or seen anything, just to get clicks and views. It is what it is. All you can do is get up here and do the best you can and just pray, child. That's all I know. But to get up here with that lie, I'm not about to do that. Miss Maria says, how CK gonna show not real life when no camera allowed in the courtroom? Yeah, I don't know, Miss Maria. I think at this point it's been so long waiting for this here trial that Martell Holt asked for, y'all. I think he's had a lot of time to think and process what's going to happen. So now he's really frustrated that he asked for this right here. But you made that move, Martell, not the people. You did. So now you're gonna have to go on through it with the state. Now,
This is not the first time Martell has unfollowed Lowe's.
nope.
I try not to see nothing about them peoples because they make my booty itch. All of them are non-MF factors.
What so now
Queen
they
has
are.
exited the building.
Miss Maria says you know when you stop taking raw stuff. I guess I can't see it happening allegedly. Child, I don't know. Them people might well gonna do like the rest of us. Y'all gonna get them a good old job. Raw stuff be happening allegedly, but yeah, they need to go ahead and get them a good job and quit waiting for this said show to come on. Cause we coming up on the last week of May. June is fast approaching us, and there is no promos, no nothing popping out. And you know, we the people that has been looking at this show from day one. Child, they'd have been showed us something by now. We ain't seen
They'd have been
nothing.
already on. We'd have been in the 10th, 11th episode by now.
Yeah, yep, sure.
I don't know who they think they fooling.
I don't know either, Aunt Natty, but for some reason
And
they
he
just
don't
trying.
even mention it no more.
No, they trying to stay relevant for whatever the reason is. I don't know, but the show is gone, y'all. People expect it, and you know, like I said, hey, Miss Patricia, hey, beautiful. We all trying to pull up out of this sector, y'all, and it's not easy, y'all. It is not easy. It's not an easy task at all, y'all. God knows it's not.
You know what, G, I be
Yeah.
lit. I be in the trial sector, the Diddy sector, the Nesto sector. And I've been looking at a lot of those little girls that's coming up molested, pregnant at 13 in the custody of their grandmamas. The,
Mm-hmm.
the, the courts then took them from the mama and gave them to the grandmamas. And now all of this happening. And a lot of them, the schools and people have reported the grandmamas to the CPS and they letting them stay in the house. And now they missing for 6 months, 8 months, a year of being found dead with their hands cut off.
Oh Lord Jesus, not the hands cut off.
Yeah, one of them say, "Oh, Daddy did it."
Wow.
They have it. They had a session in his court this morning.
Wow. So the child survived?
No,
Oh, okay. Mm. Yeah, I like looking at stuff like that. But you know what, Aunt Nettie? It's just so weird. And it's really weird to me, y'all, how so
and
many
I tell
people
you, G,
gravitated
the people in that,
gravitated to this one show. And it's like, oh, I don't get that, y'all. It's strange.
the people in that sector. I started watching it with the Nazara Harris case, but
Mm-hmm.
and I've been finding a lot of them. Those people get a lot of views because those people are actually trying to help get to the bottom of it. And they cause the courts and they cause to see is anything been progress. Those channels get a lot of views.
Child. That's why I be looking at Nesto, and stuff. And at this point, y'all, we just all you can do is get up here and do the best you can. But like I said, if I gotta make thumbnails and posting people that I'm not even gonna talk about, I won't be doing that, y'all. It is what it is. Miss Patricia T says, yes, Aunt Natty. This time last year, this show was on. They started filming the same time this year as was last year in January with hotels arrest. Miss Healing says Mel is that girl, and she brought in the views. God knows she did. She did.
That show is defunct,
It is.
non-existent.
Yeah, it's too dark, y'all, and it just keeps a lot of
And
stuff
they
going
kill
on.
me. They putting up thumbnails, breaking news, love marriage, Huntsville. And I said, this shit happened 2 years ago. What's breaking?
I ain't messing with you. I got God knows I ain't messing with you. I ain't messing with you. But what I'm not doing, y'all. So if I have three people on my line, I don't care, y'all. I don't even care about that because I know somebody that see how I look low, and he gonna keep me going and keep me blessed, and that's it. That's all. I'm not gonna be lying on these people and none of that, and posting these people on my thumbnail to get somebody to come over here. No, I ain't doing that either. Not. Miss Maria says, "Love and Marriage Huntsville is something like a what's that phenomenon?" Miss Patricia T says that Maria, I've been doing fine. Thanks for asking. Oh yeah. To me, it's just the two. Ugh. It's like a lot of stuff just keep happening behind this one show. Whether it's with the people that was on the show or people off the show,
It's that demonic spirit that flows from. Let me tell you something. A demonic spirit will attach itself to several people, and that demonic spirit jumped off a Los onto other people.
mm, mm. But
That's what it
yeah,
is.
he's out here, y'all. He's on the YouTube street. He's getting it how he can. And that's what we all got to do, y'all. We just got to jump in and try to get it the best way we can. Start doing commentary on, like Natty said, these here, nasty Nestos and the Diddy trial and all that kind of stuff, y'all. It gives you something to talk about. And as I said the other day, we was talking about the Diddy trial, and it was like a debate, y'all. We agreed to disagree over here, but at the end of the live, everybody still got love for the people, y'all, and we going about our business. And as far as the Diddy trial go, y'all, there's something positive in this, Aunt Natty. Even though Cassie went through what she went through, it could be like a teaching, an inspiration for the younger ladies coming up. Give them, because a lot of people don't know about narcs. They really don't.
And that's another demonic spirit. If you look at Diddy's eyes, they dead.
Yeah.
They are dead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He has no life in his eyes. And like I said before, anytime I don't, he's a sick, low down, demonistic person.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime. I don't care if it's your auntie, your grandmama. If she raised you as your mama and you tongue kiss her in the mouth, something is wrong with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Miss
something
Maria
wrong
say,
with her too for allowing it.
yeah, Miss Maria, say me some of that Dr. Pepper. She says that healing. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, looking out the window, melon. Hashtag don't judge me. It's Friday. Girl, you better say it again. If that Dr. Pepper got a little taste of ice on it, girl, ooh, child. That's
I
something
can't.
special right there.
Now there's one drink I cannot do.
What?
Let me tell you something. I had a client and he lived with his mother, the one that I told you transitioned the other week.
Uh-huh.
The first day I was there, she showed me a picture. She was talking about her grandchildren. She said, "Let me show you something." I thought the woman was gonna show me her grandbabies, right?
Mm-hmm.
She showed me a picture of her that she sent a man. She put almost a whole Dr. Pepper bottle up her Yahoo. I can never look at a Dr. Pepper the same. I can't bring nothing to put it to my mouth. No, ma'am.
What she do that for?
Because the man asked her for it and then he sent it to other people.
Ooh,
Them clear people do some strange things.
child, that is
I
disgusting.
told her when she showed me that, I said, "Baby, I don't mean no harm. But I'm not into pornography. I don't look at shit like that." I said, "That's something you should never show nobody. You don't even know me.
Yeah, that should
This
have
is my
been
first
embarrassing.
day meeting you."
Wow. Miss Patricia, she says, to be honest, a lot of CCs in the sector don't have content or can get views without mentioning mail or hotel. Absolutely, Miss Patricia T. But if that's how I got to get it, I won't be getting it. I'll just get up here and do the best I can. Maria says Cassie's ordeal is a what's the cautionary tale? Yes, absolutely. And like I said, y'all, I always be trying to find the good inside of something that looks so dark and evil. Somewhere there's some good in it, y'all. So with this trial being, a lot of people talking about it, I hope it can help some younger girls coming up, and they be chasing this fame on that, and sometimes they do anything, a lot of strange things for a piece of change.
Yeah. And then again, when you've been drugged up, beat up, sometimes you take those drugs to numb you. And when you get all them drugs in you, ain't no telling what you might do.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Miss Queen BB Lovely, welcome. So glad you popped in. She says hello, glad to be able to come on here. Welcome, thank you for popping in. I hope you hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me. Greatly appreciate it. We do a little bit of laugh, crime, debate, disagree, and all of that up over here, except for talk about other CCs and other people like that right there. We ain't in that there now. Miss
See,
Maria says, child,
you know what sealed it for me for Diddy?
what's that?
When Cassie mama said, when Cassie, the same time Cassie sent her that email and
Mm-hmm.
said he threatened to expose those ex videos they had.
Mm-hmm.
And that he said he would have somebody to do something to her and he would be out of the country when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
He turned right around and told her mama now that he demanded $20,000 from them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And they went and got an equity home on their loan on their home. They wired him the money. 5 days later, that 20,000 was back in her account. I said
Mm-hmm.
that bastard just wanted to show her I can reach out and touch all of y'all if I want to.
That's what he did. Miss Queen BB, she says really. And let me go ahead on and inform you. We don't I have my mods is in the chat, they always ready. We don't do the foolery. So if you are one of those whatever type people, thank you for popping in. But you can go ahead and leave because we ain't got time for foolishness over here. We just don't do that stuff. We just discuss, we talk, and all of the above. I don't know if you want to do that so quickly, Miss Maria. She says, "Hey, Queen B, lovely, welcome. Please tap the screen and don't cost a thing. Subscribe, support, $ G Strickland 8, Super Chat, Super Sticker, and share join for $2.99. Enjoy." Miss Patricia T says, "CK knows mail and hotel make the show. Even if the show returns, those viewers won't last past the third episode. That non-English speaking mother can't speak, save the show." Die. None of that. None of that. But Miss Patricia T, you remember that girl said one monkey don't stop no show, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's two monkeys, her and Martell. As bad as we don't like, much as we don't like Martell, Him
Hmm.
and Mel made that show.
Yeah, they did. They are really good TV, and they made a great team. I was just giving out some of the rules over here, Miss Queen, because we do have those people that come over here and be what did they call them, y'all?
Trolls.
Trolls coming through. So I hope and pray that you're not a troll, nothing at all. That's it. That's all. But yeah, Mel and Martell, they did make the show good TV. They are. I hate that
Even,
Martell went down the wrong road. That's it. That's all.
even when after they broke up, if either one of them wasn't in the scene, they was talked about.
Yeah.
I got strangled off that iced tea. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I hope you good.
I'm
But yeah,
good.
even when they ain't on the TV show, they still talked about, they were good TV. They got to give it to them. The rest of those people on the cast could have been good TV as well if they would have talked. They just want to ride and get a free check.
All you got to do is tell your real story. But that's
Mm-hmm.
too much asking for people ain't never had nothing, get a little something and don't know how to act.
Mm-hmm. Miss Stacey Davis says Tuna Cat can't even talking right to be the star of a show.
Now with her expo.
We the people know that Tuna Cat had help getting her degrees that she claims she has. Miss Patricia T says that girl will see if it's the right GD monkey. It will. What she say? This
Stop the
biscuits.
show.
Uh, it will slow the show down where you would think it stopped. Die, Miss Patricia.
I'm gonna tell you something. If all reached out the mail, when
Mm-hmm.
all reached out the mail, hear me
Mm-hmm.
good, Tuna Cat, Dust Mite, Dry Libido. I know y'all in the chat in the bushes. When
Mm-hmm.
all reached out to Dr. Melody Sheree Rogers,
Mm-hmm.
that let us know she was the show.
She was the show. And another thing, while we speaking of that, did she not get the Queen of Reality TV show on that? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yes, she did.
Okay, I thought so. I thought I didn't know if it was Tuna Cat or Dry Libido or D I thought it was her. That's
It was
that's it.
Dr. And you hear me
Yeah,
good, y'all?
yeah.
Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Melody Sheree Rogers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's
It's
speaking at universities while y'all on YouTube spazzing out.
that part. Miss Maria says that Patricia initially people will probably look at a couple episodes just to watch the train wreck. Absolutely. Miss Sexy Diva says Melody and Funky Feet told they real life, so that was well, I guess they was good TV. Yeah, that was good TV. Absolutely, they really was. And I like the way that they went at each other. He thought he could get one up on her. She was ready. That girl stayed on ready. Now can't take that
And
away
even
from
when they separated, when it came to their children and they would come together, baby,
her.
they was a force to be reckoned with.
A force to be reckoned with. Child, you better say it again. Now I know he misses all of that, y'all. Cause you know what? When you said that on that, I go back to the relaunch of that whatever. And child, when Martell laid down going around that curve, he was running. Man was laying down going right there beside him. I said, y'all hoes better go get them.
And I'm gonna tell you now, when they had that little me, when he said one day had to go, when they
Yes.
walked up in that room together, you could
Mm-hmm.
tell by their faces. They said, "Oh, we done stepped in some deep shit now."
Oh, they about that business, boy. Martell, I could just go and slap him myself sometimes when I think about how he wrecked and messed up, effed up his life, the TV show and everything. I mean, the show could still be going on right now with the kids and him. And boy, I'm at it. It ain't that much X in the entire world. What is wrong with these men? Is X taking over their mind and their brain? They
Yeah.
can't think.
Now what he thought, them old men like Chris Fletcher, probably his pappy. Back in the old days, them women let them men cheat in peace.
Mm,
When she told him you need to talk to some old men, he said, I
mm-hmm,
did. She said, what did they tell you? He said, don't cheat with nobody that ain't got nothing to lose.
mm-hmm,
He
mm-hmm.
thought he was supposed to be able to cheat in peace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Jonah Cat was letting Hope midnight train. Georgia was letting his breasts and thighs cheat in peace. Dry
yeah.
libido was letting Vanilla cheat in peace.
But
He
you know
thought
what?
Mel supposed to let him cheat in peace.
Hey, Miss Carla, welcome, beautiful Aunt Natty. Uh, um, Marho has something to say about this Cassie and Diddy thing. How dare you open up your mouth, Mar? So your wife is just as in better shape as Cassie. We probably don't know the real deal, but you ain't doing too much better than what P Diddy was doing. So you need to keep your mouth closed,
How dare
allegedly.
he? And they all looked at that RP and didn't have the gums, the heart to tell a woman you grinning in her face what was
Every day.
going on.
That part right there, Aunt Natty. That part.
I don't
Um,
listen. You know what? I've never liked his breast and thighs. People tell me he be funny. You come on this internet and go at women. He went at a woman who was suffering from cancer talking about she didn't have no hair.
mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing funny about him to me.
And nothing, and one nothing funny about this whole Cassie situation, as I've said, and a lot of y'all have said. I myself, I hope somebody, I hope the case, and if you sit and look at it, I really believe that this case can help somebody that might be actually going through something that a lot of people don't know. And like I said, a lot of people don't know what a narc is. We didn't know. I didn't know. I'm sure Cassie didn't know. Miss Maria says that Queen BB Love, no offense, we've been plagued with by trolls lately. Absolutely no, none at all. Miss Carla says that G Squad in chat. She says, and Maria, hey, Miss Sexy Diva said G Squad. What Funky Feet said when he went to Melody House with that one. I ain't mess with you, Miss Sexy Diva. I ain't mess with you. Open that door, girl. It's hot out here. You better open that door and let me in. Girl, Martell was serious. Martell said it's hot outside now. You better let me in. Miss Maria says Martha and Mel had some good episodes together. They did.
They
Miss
did.
Paula says, hey, Aunt Natty. Miss Helen says, hit that like button. Thank you, Miss Helen. Miss Helen says, me either, Aunt Natty. Miss Patricia says, if Hotel had got out of his own way, say it again, Miss Patricia, he and Mel could have co-parent effectively. He thought he was going to belittle Mel by bringing coleslaw on the show. And Mel stopped that shit.
Uh,
She put the brakes on him. See, he's so dumb, man. See on that, I say they had all of these people had it in the palm of their hand. God blessed them with such an amazing gift, and they didn't know what to do with it.
huh. What he say? You got to cherish what he give. You don't need to take it away.
You better cherish it. Now God knows they were good TV, y'all. They could have did a show just them two by themselves because they was really good TV. Can't take it away. And the children coming up with their own little personalities and all of that stuff, child, it would have been an amazing show. Miss Queen BB Love says, I have visited before on my other page and wasn't allowed to comment, so I can hear from this one. Well, Miss Queen BB, I'm sorry that happened to you, but welcome. We greatly appreciate you so much. You're always welcome. If you have a story, you're going through something, through whatever, anytime I go live, you come up, you share your story, what you're going through, and I promise you, you're going to feel much better before you leave. And again, welcome to you. Miss Sexy Diva says, I'm like Aunt Natty. I never liked Baby Shark motto. I didn't either because he tried to crack a joke about this here daggone Cassie thing. Ain't nothing funny. I mean, except for Diddy and them stilettos, them red stilettos. I'm trying to figure out who was wearing the red stilettos on Natty.
Let me tell you something. Anytime a man want his woman to have sex with another man in front of him and let alone and then put his juices on his nipples, that's sadistic.
Natty, did you see where he made her sleep with this guy that was that had unalive people?
Uh-huh.
Oh, and what about that guy that said they called him and he said it wouldn't work because he made him feel uncomfortable because he was standing over there looking, and y'all know what else he was doing? Oh, this boy was.
Did you hear the Punisher say that the first time he went there, he came out, but he had a thing over his face like the Muslim women. He couldn't see
Yeah.
nothing but his eyes, but he knew who he was by his eyes.
Yes. So, Annette, I got a question for you. With all of this stuff on the ninth day as of yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, as of the ninth day, he sitting there listening to all of this stuff, demonic, evil stuff that we look and say, this stuff is not normal. What do you think going through this fool head?
Nothing. I'm glad those girls have not been back in court. Because I
Yes, they
feel
was.
sorry for his daughters.
They said they were back in there. I think it was Wednesday, Aunt Natty.
I couldn't listen to nobody talk about my Diddy like that.
I know. I know. They said the family was back over there on Wednesday, and I did see the sons getting into the sprinter or whatever. Miss Sexy Diva says tap the screen. It don't cost anything, please and thank you, Miss Sexy Diva. Miss Patricia T says showing how the kids lives at Hotel's house as opposed to Mel's house would have been good. Absolutely good TV, Miss Patricia. Oh my dear. Oh. You could have been well, Mel and the kids, they rich, they got the money. But Martell, do you not know, boy, you were sitting on top of a gold mine? Oh my God, y'all. Mm, I cannot with him. Miss Maria says that Sexy Diva, I like Martell for the first couple seasons. Then he started showing his ass. Because they said y'all that was the plans for him and Tuna Cat to take the show, to take Mel and Hotel Spot, and it's a shame that Martell couldn't even see that. His face is
Mel
small
told
Diddy
that
is
Diamond that them
crazy.
wasn't his friends.
Yeah, his face is small Diddy is crazy. He get off on it. Ooh, child. Yeah,
If
I'm
they
like
if
that nutty. What he want the bodily fluid on his? Girl, I cannot.
if
That's
they mess around and let Diddy off, he gonna be worse than ever. He already think he untouchable.
um. Oh, okay, Miss Queen BB Lewis. She said, I am the one comment about Johnson's. Told you about the Johnson's channel, Mama Nita, BD Walter, and Cassie. Yes, ma'am. There'll be a lot of people coming through. No offense to you at all. But again, welcome and thank you. And feel free. Thank you, Miss Marie. I greatly appreciate it. What you were saying on that?
If they mess around and let that ninja off, he gonna be worse than ever because he already think he untouchable.
Yes, but on that, they said, um, if he do get off, hypothetically speaking, and we don't know which way this mess gonna go, y'all. They said, it'll never be the same. It won't be the same.
Oh no.
Uh-uh.
But his ways not gonna change.
Um, well, no.
But that one Jane Doe lawsuit, it killed me when she said he had a itty bitty bitty. I say, Lord,
See now, let me tell the people so y'all need to go on over there and look at Nancy Grace. Cause thank you so much for hitting
did
that
Nancy
like button.
Grace do it with that Tootsie Roll? I was rolling.
On that, I told the people y'all ain't seen Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace don't be playing, and she don't even be playing with the people that come up there to get a little taste of commentary. Nancy Grace told the man the other day, "I don't even like you. What you trying to get? Let me go to the next person." See, Nancy Grace ain't got time to be playing with the people. Tell me what you found out, and let's move it along. That's Nancy Grace, y'all. Miss Faye says he not getting off. Now they said now he might not get charged with all five, and they're gonna try to pin something on him.
Oh,
Well, now let's go ahead.
they gonna get him for something. And when Cuddy told what happened to his dog, they
Mm-hmm.
gonna really try to stick it. You know them white folk care more about a dog than they do us women and niggas.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, you go to jail. You go to jail real fast behind an animal. You better ask somebody. But
And and,
they were
and
saying he might not get charged with everything. But let's say he get charged with something because they still trying to get this Rico stuff to stick and all this
they
kind
don't
of
need
stuff.
but two. They don't
But
need but two.
I'm not it. But I'm just saying, y'all, don't think I'm crazy. And don't y'all judge me. Hold on, let me tell y'all what I'm thinking. No, I'm not it. The way the people making it look now, If they gonna get Diddy, don't they have to get Cassie too? Cause conspiracy something. I'm just asking.
Well, that's the reason they had that expert to talk about the mentality of a person who's been DV'd. When you got somebody scared, you done threatened. I done saw you. I know you blowing up people cars. I done saw what you have done to other people. And you done told me you will have something done to me and you will be out the country.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, you done stalked me, beat me several times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that she didn't do what she did, but I'm asking why did she do it?
It's hard to get away from them knots. Hey, Miss Salt and Light, Miss Patricia T says Tuna Cat and Martell feet ain't big enough to fill mail and hotel shoes. When hotel is not bitter, he can be funny at times. Sure can. Miss Salt and Light says, I'm back. Got a call. Thank you, Miss Salt and Light. Welcome back. Miss Maria says that Queen BB lovely. Just let us know it's you if you use another channel. Absolutely. Miss Hillary says, you better as Michael Vicks. I tell him again, Miss Hillis.
Oh,
Miss Maria says, Something like, hey, lovely. How are you today? D. Brown says, good afternoon, G Squad, and everyone in the chat. Hello, beautiful, and welcome. Thank you so much for popping in with us this afternoon. Miss Patricia T says, they are not going to get Cassie because she turned state evidence against that fool. I had to add some. Miss Maria says that, gee, that's why they have put so many charges on him. Something is gonna stick. Miss Candy says Diddy is the big fish. Cassie will get immunity. Oh, you got immunity, girl. We ain't mad at you. I'm
that's
just
reading his
asking y'all.
assistant. His assistant told him, I'm going to plead the fifth. They said, we going to give you immunity. He said, I'll tell you what the hell you want to know. That David guy,
Yeah.
he said, oh, he told him, I'm pleading the fifth. They
Mm-hmm.
say, Judge, pass me them immunity papers. He
Ooh,
looked at them, read them, signed them. He said, now what you want to know?
ooh, child. Miss Candy says Diddy did not feel he did anything wrong. Knox never do feel like they did anything wrong. In this situation right here, y'all, Diddy sitting there trying to figure out why everybody being so mean to him. Because he has this grandiose attitude, mentality. This is the way Knox are, y'all. Everybody's supposed to bow down and salute to them. So, but at the same time, he's getting attention, and attention is what Knox feed off of as well. Miss Maria says that, gee, no, if there was any chance for her to catch a charge, they would have given her immunity in exchange for her testimony. Yes, absolutely. Miss Candy says Diddy feels it was consensual. Child, that what he said?
Let me tell y'all, do y'all think Cassie the first one he done did that too?
No, because we
No.
got to go back. We got Tupac gone. We got Biggie gone. We got what's the other lady? His kids, mama gone.
Kim
Child.
Porter.
Yeah.
And and the other girl done went back to Vietnam where there's no extradition from. She done ran all the way to back to her country.
Yeah, but Annette, isn't that you remember what they said? It might have been Kim. I'm not for sure, y'all. So don't quote me. I'm gonna ask Aunt Hattie. Um, he's supposed to have adopted a child. I forgot that dude name. He's supposed to be testifying next week.
He
And
adopted a little white girl.
no, no, no. This is son between this dude had a baby with I guess Kim, and Kim. Diddy didn't want Kim to have any dealings with him, so he was allegedly supposed to have adopted her son
Quincy,
Quincy. Yes, but he's
that's
supposed to
L.B. Sugar
testify.
son.
It may be Albie Shore. Albie Shore.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
L.B. Sure is Quincy's daddy.
But he said that Diddy didn't adopt that boy. He said that little boy's last name is still the same as his. I think there are other people complicit with Diddy and aided him in his crimes. There should be more people on trial. Absolutely. D.
I'm
Brown
just
says
saying.
that, hey, Maria,
But let me tell
Patricia.
you why they not on trial. Baby, the government got a lot of more people that done turn state evidence. This trial, if the government wanted to, just with witnesses alone, can go 3 to 4 months.
Mm, yeah. Miss Sexy Davis says Funky Feet is a bitter baby mom. That's why it didn't work for the good. He had Sassy CK in his ear also. Say it again, Miss Sexy Diva. Miss Candy says Albie was a comma and he is blaming it on Diddy. Miss Patricia T says that Sexy Diva, hello. Yes, CK was, and he wanted the coleslaw on that show too. So you, I think he don't. Well, look, y'all, he don't want her up there now. So, Miss Patricia, are you saying as long as Mel was on the show, he was going to try to slide in,
Probably, I don't
share
remember
beside
that.
you?
But G, you remember when Albie Sure was real sick in the hospital and almost left us?
Aunt Natty, you moved again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You remember when Albie Sure was sick and almost left us?
Yeah.
He said Diddy did something to him.
Yeah. James Fox allegedly said the same thing, y'all.
Joe did. Diddy
Yeah.
is diabolical, baby.
Yeah, it's a lot of people coming out saying about this stuff, that allegedly happened, pertaining to him and all of that. But it's just the grace of God that Laurie Harvey got her silly tail away. And see the people who lose their whole life chasing him behind a daggone dollar. Miss Sexy Diva says hello at D Brown. D Brown says hello, friend at Maria. I've been staying in the bushes and catching replays. Too much fussing. Not over here, Miss D Brown. Miss Sexy Diva says, hello at Patricia T. Girl, we be over here cutting up and laughing. We ain't doing no fucking all of that. Miss
No.
Candy says there are a lot of bit music and actors participated in Diddy's parties. Yep. I know one thing, Miss Candy, he better not be trying to call out my President Obama no more, talking about a pill with his picture on. I know that. Miss Candy says Lauren London used to wear the white nails. Yes, girl, yes. They said that her and Cassie was real good friends, like sisters. And the girl, Capricorn Clock, Miss Candy's supposed to be Lauren London's sister. She's the makeup artist.
And let me tell y'all something else real quick. A lot of them people with Denzel Washington told the youngsters coming up, it's all right to go to the party, but leave before the devil come in at the after party.
Mm,
He said it's a party after the party. That's where the FOs come. They don't come at the party. He say it's a party after the party.
mm. Wow.
He say I go to the party, but I leave before the devil come in at the after party.
Oh wow. I see you, Miss D Brown. She says that G Squad. I didn't mean you, just speaking in general. It's no problem. We just up here running our mouth. That's it, that's all. Yeah, that's it, that's all. But yeah, mm, mm. I know God rest his soul when Nipsey Hussle left unsenselessly. It was so many people at that funeral, child. But I wouldn't have never put him there. But that's what they said, y'all. Miss Candy says, I'm sick of them trying to bring down Obama. They are also questioning his preferences. What? Girl, I'm about to be upset, Candy, don't put that in here. Miss Sexy Diva said it's the alpha party. Miss Patricia T says, yes, GCK wanted coleslaw on that show to make Mel look bad. He thought coleslaw was going to throw her and Hotel's relationship in Mel's face. CK was always orchestrating bringing that girl on. Child, he makes me sick. That's how come I don't like him. Maria says, just like Jamie Foxx, unexplained illness. Remember, folks said Diddler was behind Tupac and Biggie unalive. All of that. Miss Candace says, I know some that saw the FO and she did not think anything was wrong with it. I side-eyed her. Girl, my girl, Miss Candace, give me a little initial, a little taste.
You know, now
Child.
they trying to say Michelle ain't no real woman because ain't nobody who said that. Because
Now
they
that's
had
that old AI stupid mess. That I don't like that. They need to cut that foolishness out. They couldn't find that on him.
no, or somebody was talking. Oh, Sonya said that the Nesto. Michelle wasn't no real woman because ain't nobody never seen her pregnant. I say, bitch, please. Ain't nobody seen you pregnant with your 90-pound soaking wet ass.
I know she did.
Yes, she did.
Trifling hobo. Mr. Reeves says, D Brown, I noticed I haven't seen you in the usual spots. Miss Candy says they don't want to work with AC. Allegedly, she will run her mouth. Well, anything I can see Carlos saying that Miss Candy for the
Libido was
ratings.
willing to film with her
Yep. Mm-hmm.
because she said it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to stay on TV with your ugly ass.
Miss Helen says, hi, D Brown. Miss Sexy Diva says, Melody said, a deuce now. They looking crazy and quiet on the set. I guess quiet on the set, girl. They quiet on the set.
What's that?
No set. On that, it ain't no set, but I just like to say that sometimes because you know how Mel got Martell on that reunion. You ain't got nothing to say. He said, huh? You ain't got nothing to say, that man right there? I mean, because you in all the women's business. You ain't got nothing to say.
They
No,
on
no,
the
you ain't got
west
nothing to say because you
side.
quiet on the set.
They only said they on this the west side of Huntsville.
A child Mel would get him every time. Now she would get Martell. Miss Stacey Diva says, Melody said, I read that. D Brown says, I don't care if Obama walked across the stage in a designer gown with red bottoms in the Mrs. America contest. I would still vote for him. Girl, say it again for the people in the back. Miss Candy says, supposedly they are barely showing hotel. Does hotel real life include Knox too? Will he be on the show? Girl, I don't know. I ain't trying to look at that mess. Miss Maria, where you say Coleslaw was at? You said she was doing something with the state down yonder in Atlanta. I'm just saying. Miss Sexy Diva says, Aunt Natty, not ugly ass. I'm weak. Oh my God.
Man, I can't stand dirty bird hoes.
Who's that red hoe, Aunt Natty?
Dry libido, midnight train to Georgia, and Dust Mite. Them
Mm,
dirty bird hoes.
mm. Hey, Aunt Natty, you
Uh
remember when I told you them people won't fuss and they won't mad for real? Don't you remember I said that?
huh.
They won't. That was just, they were just playing in the people's face. Daddy. He went all the way down yonder to Huntsville and they created this lie. Cause see, he told the people to free ice her out, and when the people iced her out, he was cheering himself on because he thought he had a chance. Negative.
Hmm.
Ms. Maria says the GOP had an entire running commentaries claiming Michelle was not female. Girl, I ain't. Lord, y'all gonna about to make. I'm gonna have to get. I need a little taste of something, y'all. I don't know what I need because y'all is just right about it. I can't be
They
doing this
can
with
say
y'all.
they can say anything they want to say about Barack and Michelle. They're still my president and first lady.
Say it again, Aunt Natty.
Hey,
And they still getting paid. And they
let me
still got security. Now what?
let me tell you one thing. I can spot a gay practically when I see it. And ain't no gay never made my panties wet, but just to see Barack walk make me drip a little bit.
Hmm.
That's
Child.
all, man, baby. I asked Michelle to get him. I don't need him but one night. I don't need him all night. Give me 2 hours with him, and I'll be happy the rest of my life.
Not 2 hours, Aunt Natty.
All
I cannot with
2 hours,
you.
huh?
Aunt Natty, I cannot with you.
Girl, Barack Obama. When
Mm-hmm.
that man walked, my heart flutter.
Ooh, child. Child, I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. They
And
try to
my
call
husband
him out.
know it. I said,
Huh.
baby, if Barack ever gave me a side eye, I'd have to dip off with him for a little while. I'll be back.
I think Barack birthday is a day before mine or a day after mine. I forgot. My mine is the 8th. One of them. Miss Maria says that Candy and Mel will have his ass right back in court, getting the nuggets back on the screen. Yes, that part right there. Hey, the real Nikki, welcome. How are you this Friday? Miss Candy says Kimmy is trying to get 1,000 black women together to test for breast cancer and talk about prevention. She is just one of the participants. Show on. It does not appear to be a series. Child, I want to see that. Miss Healing says, "Oh, child." Sexy Diva says, "Have anybody seen BBL Nell and her bundles lately?" Just asking for a friend. Well, you know they said that what her name?
Chris,
Uh, Cheetah Bite Chris. He popped down. something somebody had posted. I might have been Kimmy. When Kimmy made that post the other day, he hit the like button. That's about it, child. Miss Maria says that, gee, I wonder if Slaw is currently a guest of the state down in Georgia behind that DV charge. Girl, we ain't heard a word, one, synced nothing. Miss Patricia T says that Candy CK is the two-faced snake. Remember when Hotel and Coleslaw did that video with Martha, alleged side piece? CK said you have to watch the show. CK throws rocks and hides his hand. Ooh,
He don't
child,
even
Miss.
hide his hand. He just throw rocks.
He don't care. Miss Maria says, Miss Candy says that, Maria, if Mel gets approval for them to return to TV, he would try to use them, and she is no longer on the show. Don't know how that could work. Me either. Miss Maria says, Natty, your chair expeditiously, please, to the nearest corner over there, Aunt Natty, somewhere. Miss
I'm
Candy said
already
that
in
needs
the
to
corner with me
be.
a glass of wine, baby. I know somebody's gonna try to send me to the corner. I put myself in the corner.
Miss Candy said that needs to be an inmate check. Girl, mm, mm. I just better quit talking about my president.
I
I'm
wonder
at
what
it.
Jake's
I'm
doing.
at it. What you say? What you say you about to do to my president? I'm at it. Child, she must be done got another phone call, y'all. Because I needed a replay of that. D Brown says that Aunt Natty with a quickness, girl. Child, she done got a whole phone call. I think I had to, I'm trying to get her to repeat what she said, y'all. Aunt Natty better leave my president alone. I know that. Mm. Child, don't y'all give Martell no thoughts up in here, y'all. She must have got a phone call, y'all. She done fell down. But to the people, don't y'all give more hotel. No, child, please don't do that. Ain't y'all. I'm sick of him, y'all. When he was good TV up there when it first came on, but it's over with now. I don't want nothing else about him and Sheriff or side chick, side hen. I don't want nothing about none of them folks, y'all. I just don't. Mm-mm. I guess that was the that food truck lady daughter trying to find what she was looking for that boy, some scholarships or something so he can go to college. Ain't that a shame, y'all? That's a shame and a scandalous, y'all. Shame on them. That girl done went over yonder to the bank, y'all. Got almost $800,000. Called herself well, she said a millionaire. And now you out here trying to find some scholarships for your son. Girl, you need your whole ass kicked, beat, and everything. Allegedly, and I don't condone violence. But I'm just saying, child, why didn't you go ahead and pay the people for your child's college when you had all their money? Girl, where is the money at? Because people like me, I wants to know. Miss Patricia T says that Candy. Somebody asked CK about the live hotel and slow. He said you had to watch the show. That's why Tuna Cat and Marto came out with their lives saying they weren't going to entertain it. They sure did, y'all. God knows they did. I mean, it says Love Match Huntsville is still pretending hotel is recovering from a horrendous car crash on AI. Child, they ain't about sitting that crazy mess. Then they showed a picture the other day, nail up in there. The things that done got worse for Martell. Oh Lord, he was about to be a goner, y'all. That's what the people were showing. I said, you know what? I'm not even about to entertain that foolishness. Miss Carla says that Aunt Natty is trying to get her middle worked over by a President Barack Obama. Ooh, child. Miss Maria says it's Michelle. Oh, calling Aunt Natty. Girl, Michelle, you in my live. She about to check Aunt Natty. Aunt Natty, get back in here and let me know what right, girl. Is that Michelle Obama on your phone? Y'all, Michelle done reached out to her, y'all. Miss Candy says, I could not be Tuna Cat. Where there is smoke, there is fire. Miss Candy, I'm so glad you said that. Remember she said that about when Mel was going through with Martell and talking about where there's smoke, there's fire. Girl, I wonder if she's saying that now. I'm just asking Miss Candy. There were doing some devious things on the boys trip. Ooh. But y'all, The part I didn't like about that, y'all, I just feel as though that girl, she could have came up there looking a little bit better than what she was. I'm just saying. But I think when she connected with Martell, I think that girl was slim. And I'm not knocking nobody that's bigger than me. Cause I ain't nothing about 149. Cause I just went to the doctor yesterday. That's what they told me, y'all. I did gain some weight, y'all. Just for the people. But y'all, I think that girl was very pretty. I seen some of her pictures and she was a beautiful girl. And y'all know Tuna Cat always talking about somebody's color and all of that. Girl, be thankful for God that God made you the way you is. Be thankful, girl, for your color. Cause you couldn't have none. I'm just saying. Miss Davis says, Aunt Netta said Obama can work the middle any day. Ooh, child. Yeah, y'all, she need to go on over there to the corner. So Aunt Natty, get yourself back up here, Aunt Natty. Miss Candy says that the nasty part is the brothers sharing each other. Yuck. The nasty part is the brothers and Martell sharing. And Martell said they always go after him. Miss Candy says, did you get off the statin at G? Miss Candy, she told me yesterday because I got to go meet my primary, see her on the 28th. So when I went yesterday to get some blood work done, she told me, she said that everything, my levels are really, really good, looking really, really good. She says, if I were you, I would just try to stay off of it until you go back to the doctor and then give her the report of how I'm feeling. Girl, I was hurting so bad last night, girl. I ain't know what I want to do. Run, lay down, go to sleep. Child, I couldn't get it together last night. The muscles was something special. I was like, Lord, I can't take this mess right here. I ain't about to keep taking it. Miss Candace, you got to give me something else. That's it. That's all. And I did do my, I checked, y'all. Those are some of the side effects. She ain't about to be playing with me. I can't be going through all of that. But yeah, that was a good report. My levels and all of that is getting better, much much better, looking really good. She said. Miss Maria says that Candy, you know, Tuna Cat won't remember that. Sexy Diva says, "I ain't fooling with sassy CK. It's over now." Maria says, at G, the woman was stunning back in the day. Ooh, child. Mm. Miss Candy says, yes, you can watch your diet, minimize fat. What? Uh, Girl, you know me, I'll be by eating anything. I come inside, girl, and gave me a little taste of weight too. I might be having some hips around here. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. My auntie that just passed, y'all, she was when she was in the hospital, probably like a year or two ago. And you know, I was making her last lap. When I went yesterday, I weighed 149. But then I was probably like 135, one something like that. I ain't never been big. So I was telling her, and my cousins was in there. I said, I was walking to the door. I said, y'all stop, please, looking at all these hips. And my auntie said, what you say? What you say? I told y'all she called me Doug. She said, Doug, what you say? I said, I see them looking at my hips. They to my where they at? I said, girl, y'all can see y'all while y'all trying to play with me. Just haters. They was haters, y'all. But yes, what are you taking for pain? Um, Well, nothing, not really. She gave me some of them, what do you call them thing, tramadol or some mess like that. Girl, I don't be taking that stuff. I don't like to take pills. I don't. But I do. I just take my iron pills right now, mostly. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I just got a few days. I can make it till I see her. And I'm gonna see. Well, I'm telling you, this Candy, today I can tell a big difference because I didn't take one the pill last night. And today I was not sore like that, just a little, but normally it'd be like my whole body, my muscles. But today I saw a big difference. So yeah, she got to switch that mess up. I'm gonna take that bottle with me on the 28th, and I'm tell that lady, you take this here because I'm done. I'm not taking it no more. You better give me something else. All I know to tell you. And she said, yeah, I did. I had got me some Tylenol. But I think it had something to do with them cholesterol pills she had me on. Probably too strong for me. Miss Candy. That's what I think. But you know, my girlfriend out in North Carolina, she don't. She said it doesn't bother her. She don't have a problem with it. She said she take one every night. So you know, different strokes for different folks. Tramadol comes in 25, 50, and 100 milligrams. Girl, I don't want all that, Miss Candy. Um, I'm just gonna see how it goes. You know, I'm gonna let y'all know how I'm feeling throughout between now and the 28th, because that's when my next appointment is. So yeah, but I'm not taking it, Miss Candy. I ain't gonna pass out between now and then, girl. I don't think so. Mm-mm. Um, statins have common side. Yes, it does. The side effects. I read up on it and all of that stuff. So you know, Miss Candy, I went yesterday to the oncologist, and she was looking at me. She said, "Ooh, wee." She said, "I read your report from December." She was like, "Miss Strickland, what?" I said, she was like, "I've never seen any." I said, everybody was telling me that. She said, "But everything is looking so much better. You know, they're keeping an eye on what's going on." I think I was born that way, like an intestine or something, a little valve. I was losing blood or whatever. But I'm in good hands, y'all. They keep an eye on the girl, and I'm making all my appointments. So, you know, it was a test, and I'm still here, and I thank God for it, y'all. This is my testimony right there. You know, y'all go get yourselves checked out and go get you, make sure you're getting your cholesterol and all of that stuff checked out. Cause I was having some of the craziest craving, y'all. Child, I was so bad, y'all. Don't y'all judge me down there in that chat. I was craving, y'all. And it always hit me really, really bad when it rained. But y'all, I wanted some of that red clay dirt. And I just wanted somebody to put it on a plate and just let me just have my way. That was one of my cravings when I was really, 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 really bad, anemic, and ice. Those were the two things that I wanted so bad, y'all. Sexy Diva says, that's great news, G Squad. Yes, thank you, Miss Sexy Diva. I was, you know, so happy to hear that yesterday. Miss Patricia T says, I don't know what is going on, but I have noticed Mel having the kids for weeks. Maybe he's in the nut house and they are lying like he had an accident. Let's not forget, he's trying to get a check. Girl, say it again, Miss Patricia T. I like how you stand on top of that. Anemia gift. Yes, Miss Candy. I was having some of the craziest craving. And she said some people crave starch or baby powder. So if anybody is in this chat and y'all having some weird cravings and y'all just don't understand, girl, go to the doctor and get yourself checked out. Cause this girl right here, probably another day and I wouldn't be up here talking to y'all. That's how bad it was for me. They was just like gone. My body started reacting and doing things, and I was like, what is going on? I'll never forget that Friday, y'all. December the 13th, 2024. And I said to the good Lord, I said, Lord, if you let me wake up in the morning, I'm going to the doctor. And girl, that's what I did. I was up at 7 o'clock, y'all. I said, I'm about to roll up out of here. Put the car and drive. Girl, we're going down the road. Sure did. And when I got to the patient first, the doctor told me, said, how'd you get here? I said, I drove myself. And that's when she asked me, can you drive yourself over there to the hospital? I said, girl, I think I can get through there. And it's not that far. And that was all it. Yep, but they gave me what I need, and feeling much, much better. But just gotta get straight with this here, that little white pill. I don't like that little white pill. Miss Candy says if we can be so lucky at Patricia T. Girl, he ain't in no nut house. That people just created that bald face lie. I think Miss Candy, Miss Patricia T. I think Martell called AI, y'all, and he had those people to put that lie out, y'all, because he wanted some sympathy, y'all. That's what he wanted. Miss Candy says red blood cells carry oxygen. If you are anemic, there is less circulating oxygen cells. Normal hemoglobin 12 to 18 for women. Child, Miss Candy, I'm on it now, girl. I'm straight, Miss Candy. I'm doing like I supposed to, girl. But I want my cheeseburger every now and again. I'm just about to tell the people. But let me tell y'all what happened to me today before I get up off here. About 10 more minutes, I'm getting off y'all. I know y'all tired. Y'all, so they told me that it was $1 McDonald, y'all. McDonald. So y'all, I'm over there, girl, once I need, I'm a little hungry. So I said, let me go on over here. I said, okay, I'm gonna go over here to McDonald's. And y'all like they fish, y'all. They fish sandwich. I don't want no bread, just give me the fish. Y'all, I pull over there to the drive-thru and I was asking, they were like, well, if it is, it's online. I ain't got time. The line is long and all of that right there. So I said to the young man, I said, can I get an order of fries, please? Because I like McDonald's French fries, y'all. He said, you want small, medium, or large? I said, to the young man, I said, can I get a medium fry? He said, yes, ma'am. He said, that'll be $3 and not. I said, three what? I told her, I said, baby, thank you. I won't be eating them fries right there. That's a whole bag of iced potatoes right there, y'all. I ain't buy them French fries. I said, the devil is a lie. And I said, if I would have got a large, y'all, they probably would have charged the girl $10 for some French fries. I ain't fooling with these people. Miss Sexy Diva said the four nuggets in LA with the Melody and Miss Van family affair, Funky Feet will be at the courthouse Tuesday morning early. Girl, child, let Miss Maria tell the people to close the doors at the courthouse and don't let him in, cause we sick of him. Always running down there to the courthouse. We so jealous, stinking foot self, mad cause he can't be down there with the people. You had the opportunity, but you blew it because you had X on your mind and couldn't get it off. Lord, y'all, I won't never forget. He told Dr. Francis that girl had him gone. That's what Martell told Dr. Francis. I said, Lord Jesus, is there something wrong with the people? I just find that these people got some mental issues, y'all. If that's all that's on their good brain today is X, y'all can't think of nothing else to do. Lord, child. And you is just as crazy can be if you get out there in this 10 days time, 2025, child, ain't no telling what you may come across and what you might end up with, and you can't get rid of it. No, y'all, do like my dear said, girls, lock down, clink, clink. Don't be doing out there, girl. That's your pride. Don't go out there like that, you. Miss Candy says, I would love to ask Hotel where he is with the mail, like the obsession. Is the obsession over? Miss Candy. Miss Candy, why you say that? You know it ain't over. Mm-mm. You know it is not over. Y'all know had somebody ask me, I think it might have been Miss Denise, asked me was the Miss what y'all call it? I'm gonna say LGB, but that's another name that the people use. Was he really suing Mel? I said, girl, yeah, that's a true story right there. I don't know when that court date is, but yeah, for that 6K, that girl to my, you know, I thought you were talking about Martell. I said, no, ma'am. But he don't want that money. He just want to be in her presence, y'all. That's it. That's all. He ain't thinking about no money. I done told y'all. I don't know what the court date is, but when it's all said and done and said, you watch that boy make a thumbnail saying that, talking about his experience in that said room with Dr. Melody Sheree Rogers. That's it. That's all, y'all. He just want to have an experience to be in the same room with millions. That's it. Miss Sexy Brown, Sugar 78. Hello, welcome. Happy Friday. She says Hotel is obsessed with male money. He is very litigious. Who, Miss Candy? Who, girl? Who we talking about? Child, people want to know. That's it, y'all. That's all he want. He just want to be able to make that thumbnail. Speaking of him being in the same room as Dr. Melody Sheree Rogers, y'all, it's the obsession for me. Patricia, she says God is showing Hotel every day the blessing I guess he had. I hope that's what you're saying. I think that's what you're saying. Miss Patricia, I be hating it. I be hating that he blew his, he just effed up his life like that, behind that. And then y'all, it must not have been all of that if he had to go pay for a BBL. Just couldn't be satisfied. You can't never satisfy a knock. Y'all remember what the doctor said? Dr. Melody said, no matter what she did, it was never going to be enough. And that's the truth right there. Miss Maria says that Sexy Brown Sugar 78. She says, welcome. Miss Candy says, true, but he should be used to not having it by now at Sexy Brown Sugar 78. Miss Patricia T says, Yolanda is what I heard someone call him. Thank you, girl. I heard that too. Thank you. Miss Sexy D, she at work, y'all. She 3 hours behind me. But yeah, that's the new name, y'all. I'm just saying. That's it. That's all. But God bless these people on their journey, y'all. When people get to talking about you and all that kind of stuff, pull your head up high, keep on moving. Like, I'm old enough to be Mel's mom. But I did learn that from her, y'all. Don't go out there on the battlefield trying to debunk nothing nobody say. Let the people talk. Mel out there just letting the folk do what they gonna do, and she's still making her money, child. They can't stop that. Mel said, "Y'all run y'all mouth while I run my business." Ching ching, it all at the bank, y'all. She at the bank. She ain't with them folks. Y'all get that type of mentality. Because guess what, y'all? At the end of every day that God give us and wake us up, there's nothing we can do to stop nobody from talking about you. You can be dead umpteen years, and guess what? There's gonna be somebody that's gonna be still talking about you, whether it's good or bad, y'all. I'm just saying. So don't worry about folks talking about your child. Pray for them, y'all. Pray for the people. That's all you can do. Keep it moving. Mm-hmm. Here, boy, Miss Sexy Diva said. Miss Sexy Diva, I ain't never known nobody call somebody what to drive, girl. I'm just saying. Miss Maria says, Kilbo wants to breathe the same air as Mel. Narc wants custody of Mel. Y'all, Mel is this woman. Me, girl, I got to move that thing so I can see. I got to see what the people is saying. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all, Mel is the woman men want to see and the women want to be. Girl, you better go ahead and say that, Miss Maria. Child, ain't that something? Miss Sexy Brown Sugar says Mel is laughing all the way to the bank. And Miss Sexy Brown Sugar, that's what you have to do. Child, you know what? You done drove yourself crazy worrying about what somebody's saying about you. Child, let the folk talk. I don't get it. I ain't about to be out here trying to correct nothing. I ain't correcting not damn thing. Do as you will, make sure. All I know to tell you, that's what older people say. Do as you will and make. Yes, Lord, do as you will and may. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I always tell people this here, y'all. If you dealing with somebody or whatever, y'all, and if you want to know anything about a person, y'all, stop going to the people because they're going to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. I don't know. Y'all gonna say y'all gonna process this, and it's gonna make a whole lot of sense to y'all. Stop going to people asking people about other people, y'all. Go to God and in a sincere prayer and ask God. I promise you, He gonna answer you. hmm And then all your worries gonna be over with. I tell the people that all the time. Go to God, honey. He gonna answer you. But on that note right there, y'all, I love y'all. I missed y'all yesterday. I've been here for 2 hours running my mouth with y'all. Need to go find me some vegetables to eat. Miss Patricia T says, I heard a guy on IG say told not to leave his wife. Not to leave his wife for a bad batch. And that's so true. Ain't that something? But Miss Patricia T, sometimes it's all realized when it's too late, when it's all said and done. You know, it be too late then. It's done. But you know, she gave the brother 5 years. Out of 5 years, and you still couldn't get it together. Girl, I don't feel no ways tired about that. I don't, y'all. I just don't. Maria says, you know, you that when you cause all this conversation, always stay gracious. Best revenge. Best revenge. What God knows it is, Miss Maria. I promise you, you'll get the last laugh. Always stay gracious. Best revenge is your paper. Child, say it again. Yep, say it again. But on that note, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. I love y'all. Y'all happy Friday to everybody. Miss Candy says I would be so mad that he wasted my time. Who that? Hotel? Hotel, yes, absolutely. Miss Maria says my Mars and Miss Sexy Diva and Miss Denise, thanks for stopping in. Remember to tap a screen. It don't cost a thing. Support $ G Strickland 8 super chat, super sticker, and share. And join the squad for $2.99. Child, this mess gets in my way. Ooh, child. Enjoy your evening. Love, peace, and hair grease. Sexy Diva says you coming back tonight. Yeah, we can come back later on, y'all, if y'all want to. Girl got to get her something to eat. But again, thank y'all so much. Y'all please make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Because I'm telling y'all, this sector we in is not nice to us. Support the people, y'all. If you can, support the people. Go on over there and get the little baby to tap the subscribe button. Get everybody to tap the subscribe button. But anyway, Miss Candy says money attracts the man you want. Struggle attracts the man you need. That's real. Ooh, and on that note, we ending that, y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for joining the live. I hope y'all enjoyed as much as I have enjoyed y'all. And I'm gonna catch y'all a little later on. Y'all have a good Friday afternoon. Bye.